Hello, Stonerds of the world, and welcome to another Stonerds Gaming. I'm Buddy Scott, and I'm here with Ty OG, and we are playing Don't Starve Together. Hey, Ty.
Hey! Yeah, Don't Starve Together, as we said before the stream came on, really could be the answer to what's the meaning of life. Just don't starve together.
I like that, actually. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm liking that. Well, anyways, I know we don't normally do this that often because we like to keep it very weed inclusive and not get into alcohol. But I want to point out this one beer I have today. It is. I'm gonna show it. It is Red and Black Trooper. By limited edition, created by Iron Maiden.
Oh, okay, not by Trooper.
No, by Iron Maiden. It's got like they're Eddie the zombie guy or whatever. I don't really know what he's fucking, but it's
yeah, Eddie. A little bit.
I know
Eddie.
his name is Eddie, but I don't know if he's a zombie or what the fuck, but he's a something.
Right, the something of Eddie from inside the Iron Maiden.
Yeah,
and yeah, so that's exciting. What does it taste like?
Well, it's a porter beer. It's 6.8%, but honestly, it's more of a milder beer for me than I'm. I do like this. This is generally a high quality, like higher alcohol volume beer that really ends up giving a nice, more milder flavor.
Oh wow!
It doesn't have a high hopsy taste. It doesn't have a high alcohol-y taste. It's pretty good.
That's a stout. Does it kind of have a coffee or kind of a?
Yeah. I would say more of a chocolatey taste, but not thick like a stout.
Oh, okay.
It's a porter. It's not a. Oh, sorry. It's a little bit different, a little bit more stronger than a lager, but not all the way there.
Right.
But anyways, I'm gonna flip it over to the actual stream. And as people can see, we're not live streaming because I totally forgot to switch over the game screen from Civilization. So, again, technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
2 seconds, and we're there.
We're
got
here.
A screen. And there's the Don't Starve screen. And
all right.
All of its glory, it's there.
So, we were kind of wondering what to play tonight. We wanted to do something new since it's First Oak Saturday. And we had a look. We both actually have played Don't Starve Together before. We both own it. But if you've noticed, right now Steam is having a spring cleaning event where it encourages you to play old games in your library and try out games that you had played but not since the last 6 months. And it also has a number of free games, including Don't Starve Together. So we thought we'd try it out just in case any of you at home are interested. You can also check it out.
No,
it's free right now on Steam.
I want to point out, I just opened up 2 boxes in this whole entire thing that 2 loot boxes since just opening this. And
are you in the game?
I'm just in the Don't Starve lobby, open menu type thing. But okay. I had, thanks for early access, because the last time we played this game was essentially the week it came out.
Absolutely.
Almost. I remember buying this game for you back around a Christmas time when it came out, and getting this getting buy one and get one free type copy.
Right.
So, yeah, I do remember having played a little bit of this, and so we are not experienced whatsoever.
No, it really is a first take from us, and like you said, we haven't actually played it since it's officially been released, and even more, it's kind of in the theme of the spring cleaning. It's about, the joke about the Steam sale is you buy all the games you've been meaning to play, and they just wait, you never play them. So this is an event that kind of encourages you to go and play the games that have been waiting on your list.
So we're going to call this the Stonerds Stream World? And public can enter it. We're going to do survival, I guess?
Maybe social? Is that one? I thought that was...
Wilderness or endless.
Survival, wilderness, or endless. I think we want survival.
Endless is enter the world through a never-ending Don't Starve sandbox. Wilderness is it's wild and dangerous out there. And survival is we survive together, we die together.
I think survival.
Okay. And then we're going to do 6 people.
And if you've seen any of our Stonerds streams before, you know we're definitely going to die together.
We are definitely going to die together. I have no other expectations other than that. And we will hit generate worlds. And the world is generating. And I'm smoking today Purple Bud.
Purple Bud. And that's pretty generic.
Now, I watched today, I want to first get out. I've been watching this TV show that's on Netflix. It came out last year. And when it did come out on Netflix, it was coming
sorry,
out...
can you send me an invite to this? Is that a thing you can do?
Why, you can't join my game?
I can't see it.
I don't know if I thought I had just opened the I thought this was the lobby, but maybe I'm not, and maybe I might have to go back.
Okay.
We're gonna find out in a couple seconds because I'm in the loading screen. But anyways, yeah, I've been watching this show called Explained.
Okay.
And it's on Netflix, and it just explains, each episode is an explanation about a different thing. And, it wide range of, things that they explain about. And, they did one episode on the exclamation point.
Okay.
So can you join my game now, or no?
There's so many games.
Oh,
maybe I can, but I'm just, sorting through them. I don't, I did a search, I couldn't see it, so.
I'm gonna see if I can... Can you not go through my friend type?
Now I can. Before I couldn't. There we go. Yeah. Sorry.
Alright. And if you're out there watching us and want to join in, just send us a little invite through the text. Or, a request, and we'll send you an... I don't know how this all works. We'll figure it out, though. We'll do this together, because that's what we do.
Absolutely. And who did you choose as your character to play as?
I don't know.
Oh, you haven't chosen yet?
No, I haven't. Because there's new characters.
Absolutely. Oh, Maxwell, the bad guy himself. Can split his mind into pieces. Was once the king of the world.
Oh, the Puppet Master?
Yeah.
There's also the Indigestible.
Right, I've played as him before.
I'm gonna go random.
I'll also go random. Anyone could be under this hat. Okay, and I'm gonna choose a nice outfit. And I'm going to choose... Oh, most of them are locked, I think.
Yeah, it does seem like we haven't unlocked anything.
Which makes sense.
Oh, no. I don't want to be Willow. How do I... Go. That's it. Go! Oh, I am, whatever this girl is.
And I'm whatever this guy is.
So yeah...
does he turn into a werebeaver, I think?
I think so. I don't know.
Okay, so we start. I'll walk and chop down this tree.
We gotta pick up sticks and stuff, if I'm not mistaken.
Why not just chop down a tree?
Cause you can't just chop down a tree, can you? Oh, Sandstone has joined the game. Hello, Sandstone.
Welcome, Sandstone.
Hopefully you can help us not starve, because we got the Munchies!
We got the Munchies, and no survival skills.
And there's your title!
What title?
That's what the title of the episode's called.
Oh.
Got the Munchies.
Nice.
And that's our, what's it called? Family Guy reference.
Is it? What's the Family Guy?
Family Guy is where he goes, oh, and there's the title.
Oh, right. Okay. So yeah, we can pick up some grass.
So yeah, I've been watching this explained show on Netflix.
Right. Oh, and the exclamation point.
Well, yeah, they've done things from like the exclamation point to like the wage gap and stuff like that. Like they really tackle on a lot of really like big issues.
Okay, and what's the explanation for the exclamation point?
Well, the exclamation mark is really interesting.
Okay.
Because of the fact, how do we build shit?
Is it in your inventory? No. Oh, it's on the left-hand side of the screen.
Oh, it's L2. Okay. Oh shit. But yeah, they do stuff like I'm just trying to build my shit.
I'm here with the other person. I have no clue where you are.
I'm by the gate.
Oh, we're way far away from that, I think. Yeah, I'll come back. Well, I'm not gonna make it back tonight.
It's okay. I'm good for tonight. I think. There's carrots. I've got carrots. And grass.
That's a good dinner. Carrots and grass.
But yeah, they even tackle on weed, and that one was really the one I want to kind of talk about.
Oh, okay.
Because like I knew about that there are 3 different types of weeds essentially. There's sativa, indica, and oh fuck, I always forget about the third one. It begins with an R.
Roomba.
You're close though. Like
Okay, well, something like Roomba.
Ruderalis.
Ruderalis.
Okay, now indica. Okay, sorry, sativa is essentially what we originally had.
Okay.
This is where I want to get into. Now, your sativas were your it wasn't your basic weed. It just was the weed that America had. However, it was only growable because it needs to be grown in warmer climates. It was really essentially only growable in California.
Okay.
So, during the war on drugs, which is still going on, but because of that, and how much they attacked the whole entire thing of marijuana in Mexico, it caused marijuana to be grown in the U.S. It caused a lot more domestic marijuana growth. Now,
right.
Because of that, they couldn't grow sativas.
Oh.
They had to start growing indicas, because indicas grow more in a colder climate, because they come from the in like the Kush Mountains in India, and hence where they get the indica and they get the Kush. You get a lot of indicas that are Kushes and that type of shit.
Right.
Oh, I'm in dark.
Oh, Lobotomite has joined the game.
Oh, I'm getting attacked. I'm just gonna run away from something. Oh no, I got attacked again. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh. Do you want to restart?
No, it's okay. I'm just gonna haunt things. Spooky ghost.
Not good, not good.
It's okay. We'll restart later. But anyways. So I'm gonna continue back on my whole entire weed information.
Right.
Now, essentially, what you know as... Oh, there's where my weed was. Where I was. It looks like I fell... like, essentially, I ran into the water, it might be.
Oh.
I hear somebody. Evil flower! Evil butterfly!
Oh no!
Evil mushroom! Well, it just still says red mushroom. But anyways,
It's a suspicious marble.
really what they really said, and this has kind of made me a little bit, like, now, with us in Canada and in the legal market, this isn't, we have regulation now. That's the key thing. We do have regulation now. But in prior to regulation, and it really is one of those things of what everybody truly did believe, is that when your dealer said, hey, this is Purple Oracle, he didn't know.
No, for sure.
No one knew. To the point of that, essentially, with how much crossbreeding and all that has happened, even still, when you go to, like, the OCS and all that type of stuff, and they say this is a sativa, they don't fucking know.
Oh.
Sativa, indica, and all that have been so crossbred now that they really can't tell anymore what is what. When they say it's an indica-dominant hybrid...
They can't test for it?
There's no test. There's no way of testing what truly is. The problem is they don't know what truly is an indica and what truly is a sativa. That's the point I'm trying to make, I guess.
Oh.
The thing is it's really just like wine connoisseurs almost who are like, I feel a little bit more uplifted on this. This is sativa dominant. I feel a little bit more tired off of this. This is an indica dominant.
I see.
The big thing that they were really constantly one of the big things that they were saying in this is that it's going to be funny when we talk about how these lives, how like we were all taken back by these strains when these strains really didn't mean jack shit, honestly. Like until like the regulation kicks in.
I see. I had no idea.
Cause like I've had Tangerine Dream a few times in my past, and every single time it has been the exact same. Looks awful weed, tastes fucking amazing.
Oh, but then at least they know enough to know that it's that. I thought you were gonna say it's different every time.
No, that's the point I'm trying to make, is that with regulation we have the same tasting weed all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like we have, the big thing is that like it is one of those things, like, and I had this with my cousin over last weekend, where he was telling me he gets off of the gray market.
Right.
And he's been like, the reason why he does that is because he can get like 32% quality and shit like that.
Right.
And I, like, when I heard that, I laughed. I didn't laugh at him, and I kept it quiet, but in my head I was laughing, going like, you don't realize that that number that they're telling you is the highest that weed has ever tested.
Yeah.
It's not that weed is, that's what that strain is. When you get the numbers from OCS, that is what that plant tested at.
Yeah.
That's why like, you can even see it's a little sticker on the bottle, because they just replace that one little number every single time on the bottles. All the rest of their bottles are the same except for that one little part where they just relabeled the THC count.
Exactly.
But here was the other thing. They were showing like pictures of weed back in the 70s, 60s and 70s, and it's like, seriously, I would never even smoke that shit.
Why?
It does not look like just from what we know weed now, to look at that and go, that's weed? You're like, what the fuck?
What does it look like?
It looks more like hemp.
Oh.
And it's no wonder why the hemp and the weed get so confused. it wasn't. This is the big thing that was, because I've always known this when it comes to weed, is weed is male and female plants.
Right.
And when you have, like, that's where it differs from a lot of other plants, is that most of the time you have you have hermaphroditic plants.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
this was all in this one show. This seems like a pretty good show.
I know. This was just one episode.
Yeah.
And back in the 1700s, a botanist discovered this, but it went like kind of under the table, it just got kind of swept under the rug, and nobody really mentioned it. But he discovered that they were male and female, and if you remove the male from the room, like from its environment, the female would become sexually frustrated, and as this botanist worded it, it was just it was the most glorifying thing he'd ever seen.
Well, it was the most glorifying to see the female weed sexually frustrated?
Yeah, because it just grew to its full. That's when it grew to its full potential.
Oh. I see.
It really became a thing of, I'm beside the three of you, but I don't know what I can do. I don't know what to do when I'm dead.
Yeah, I don't know either, unless we can make something to revive you.
But I just hunted this birch tree.
I know. Spooky.
Spooky birch tree.
You want to go, you want to go south and, what's it called? Let's try and find some more spider camps. That's what they're talking about.
Oh, I see a spider here, I think. I don't know, it's hard to tell. But I'm a ghost!
Spooky ghost.
And anyways, yeah. But the big thing that really got me with all this whole weed type stuff was, like...
Oh, he's gonna revive you, I think.
Evil flowers! I don't know what this does.
Oh no,
I just
flowers.
like seeing it get changed from nothing to evil. I'm following you.
Here, look. He's got a telltale heart for you.
Woohoo! Thank you!
Alright. I don't know what he is. I've never seen that one.
Alright.
Okay. Don't leave. Where are you gone?
I'm right
Don't
beside
starve
you.
together.
Right beside you.
Oh. Good. Oh no, it's
I picked up evil flowers!
Evil flowers. You made evil, and then you picked them.
Of course. That's how it's gotta be. I need a rock.
How many?
Just one. I'll get one.
I have some. Rocks.
Oh no!
What?
The frog is attacking me.
Oh no. Here's some rocks.
I meant flint, sorry. Yeah, I need flint. Haha, we did it!
We did it.
Well, I came back from behind and attacked it and killed it. So yeah, we did it.
Sure.
But anyways, yeah. Back to the weed.
As always on the Stonerds.
Yeah. No, I was just really, like, there was information I didn't know about. And really, like I knew that weed was significantly weaker back like in our parents' age, but I did not realize how much weaker.
Right.
And we're talking like 3% THC.
That's why they're worried about it. It's a lot of. That's the one thing they know. It's the one fact most people their age knows.
But here's the big thing. They always talked about getting, like, when you hear about their age talking about weed, it's stuff like they would get sick and headaches and feel like shit and that type of stuff. And it's because they were getting, like, seeds and stems generally. The big thing is when the weed was coming from Mexico, it was the whole plant.
I see.
Nobody gives the whole plant. Everybody gives just the bud.
The buds, yeah.
Because that's what it is.
Right.
Why is this tree not chopping down? There we go. Where are you guys?
I don't know, I'm separated now too.
I need to eat something.
Okay, let's find... Oh, I found some berries. But I gotta find a person from our team.
I need to eat. How do I eat?
Right click. Oh, I don't know.
That's how you eat.
Shit, I'm gonna be stuck out here tonight.
Oh,
Make sure you get a fire before you get attacked. This time.
Haha, I'm gonna be good.
Good.
Because I made a fire. And I'm just gonna stay around it. Because I'm not doing a good job here. I am our What? How do you guys have this shit? I have berries. And 2 frog legs.
Yeah, these two guys who are with us seem to know what they're doing a lot better than us. Oh shit. These spiders might kill me.
We were definitely not... If you were planning on succeeding in this game, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah,
I died on day 1.
Because you forgot to light a fire. Oh, I found I found not sandstone. Oh, and we got a new person.
Kugla Ringo.
Okay, and I'm going with the guy who's going to find the place for the base, so now I feel safe.
Well, that's good. But yeah, essentially the big thing that they said is, in like the next 100 years, we're gonna laugh at the fact that we thought we knew sativa and indica and all this type of shit.
Right. So whatever you hear us at the beginning of the game, at the beginning of the stream say about what we're smoking,
bullshit.
Grain of salt.
No, because the difference is we come from a more regulated country.
We do.
That's the big thing.
We are lucky enough.
Oh shit, I lost my fire.
I lost my friend. It's almost nighttime now.
I know.
Wherever you are, make a fire.
Oh, I found my fire. Oh, but it went out.
Oh, better stock it with logs.
Oh, it's too late. Oh shit. I'm gonna die again.
Oh man, you have enough time. You have enough time.
I gotta get grass. I don't see any grass. One grass. I need 3.
Oh my
I see one of the guys here.
Thank goodness.
Oh, but he's dark too. Oh shit, we're both fucked.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is the new guy. Oh, thank God, there's somebody over here. Oh, thank God.
Who are you with now?
This other girl. blonde
lucky
girl.
for you guys, rescued at the last possible second.
Yep.
Where's the base? We don't have one.
There, we had field of fire. And then we're gonna go attack.
Okay, day 3. Cooleringo says we can make one next to spiders. Come with me. Oh, where are you guys about?
I guess suspicious marble, and this was not a good idea.
No, you gotta drop it.
How do I drop it?
Well. It's on mine. It's on the on the action bar. It's like you can see where it is. I did the same thing.
That was not a good idea. But oh well, we make mistakes. It's all good.
Absolutely. You found the fire. You dropped the marble. It's all good. It's day 4. We're killing it. We're not starving. Just barely, but we're not starving. Okay, I need to find where to go.
This show doesn't just touch on to like it's not just weed.
No. I'm really
just
curious about what's the deal with the exclamation point. I don't know that there was enough to fill a full episode about.
And I didn't when the exclamation mark came up, I was even like, what the fuck? This was it was shocking that they would even devote an episode to it. I did not realize there was something, but it is. It's such a big deal.
Okay.
When you and there was to the point that there's even a Seinfeld episode kind of dedicated around it.
Really?
Yeah, where Elaine makes a big deal about her boyfriend at the time not putting an exclamation mark, and at the end of one of his sentences, and he ends up dumping her because of it.
Because she likes exclamation marks?
Because she just makes such a big deal of it.
Oh, okay.
And that's apparently a thing, is women tend to use exclamation marks a lot more than men. It tends to be a very much more feminine thing. And it has such a history to it.
Okay.
I don't remember who the writer who did Moby Dick,
Herman Melville.
Yeah. Used it 1,300 times in Moby Dick.
Oh.
And it was, during that time, it was very, very, overused.
Oh. Because they were more feminine?
No, just because it was created around that time, and people were excited to use it.
And when people are excited, that's what they put.
Exactly. Exactly. But then, men, then you have your, more manlier writers that came around, and they started not using it, and, very much were, in the opposition, and, for example, the two that they brought up were Ernest Hemingway and F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Okay.
And Ernest Hemingway, in one of his books, if I'm not mistaken, it was The Old Man and the Sea, used it once in his whole entire time.
Right.
And it is just really crazy to see how...
Yeah, I feel like I'm not... I do write... I'm a writer myself, and I feel like I use exclamation marks copiously in correspondence, but I'd feel weird using it in a professional... outside of dialogue.
And that's a big thing, is they showed... it's almost to this point of they had a writing that was done with exclamation marks, written by a female, and it was like, what do you think of this? Is this professional? And yes. Okay, now what if this is written by a male? No. And that's what's crazy about it.
Wow. Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Very cool. This is on Netflix. And again, what's the name of the show?
It's Oh, I died again.
Oh no, again.
But I was trying to save our buddy, but I died too early.
All right. Well, maybe you could tell me where.
It's
where
called
everyone
Explained.
Is. Explained. Okay. And who's it hosted by?
Different people every episode. They did one. Like, here's one that was really cool. Music. This one was.
No, tell me where everyone is first.
I'm just up. I don't know where I am. I'm in like a rockier area. You're gonna find all my loot here.
But you're not with everyone.
No, I was with the robot guy.
Oh, I see. Here's this girl.
I've definitely been 100% shit tonight. But Absolutely. I've been drinking and I've been smoking a lot. I smoked a lot of moon rocks. Moon rocks are...
Whoa, I turned into a beaver!
Like, I've got so much content today, apparently. The music one was hosted by Carly Rae Jepsen. And this one is one that really blew my mind. Do you know we're the only species that understands music?
No, I didn't.
Silence. It just blew Tyler's mind. But yeah.
But birds don't understand music?
No, here's the thing. Birds can understand the beat. They cannot understand pitch.
Oh.
So the second that the pitch changes, it throws them completely off.
Oh.
They have to relearn that whole entire beat again.
I see.
It's like if it goes, like, essentially what I'm saying is Bon Jovi fucking destroys birds.
Cooler Ringo died as well.
Of course he did, because he and I were not, doing well. And he just fucking bailed. Yeah, seems why like... you take the egg, Cooler Ringo? I don't know if it was you, but... We got nothing. I'm just a ghost. Spooky. Can only haunt shit. Haunt.
He was. You remember how he was saying, "Oh, I have this. I have this."
That was not the Cooler Ringo.
Oh no.
No, he came in after all that shit. Lobotomite is the one who's like, "I have all this."
Oh, and yeah, he's easily killed it without an axe.
I know, because he's... Lobotomite is, like, lobotomizing this whole entire game.
It's true.
But, yeah. It's just really crazy. The only mammal to comprehend music besides humans is a seal that is in SeaWorld in California.
Oh.
One specific seal. And... even still, he doesn't understand music. He can just more be like birds and bop his head to the beat type thing. But really, music, and it just really proves a lot of what I believe in, which is that music is the ultimate sign of true intelligence. Right.
But that seal it's all about SeaWorld pretty smart.
It's all about patterns. It's all about... Oh, totally. That seal is a very, very intelligent seal, and we need to be worried about it, and need to maybe think about... Oh, no, I can't hear anybody. But we really need to think about euthanizing it. Because that is the goal I am on. Nothing else intelligent.
Wow. This got pretty dark.
It did. But that's what you expect when you get to the Stonerds. Darkness.
That's not what you expect.
Oh. Well, I got kind of carried away.
Carried away. Okay, so what's the plan?
I don't know, I gotta find you guys.
I'm low on sanity. How do you get sanity, do you think?
You need a ghost friend. It's what you need.
Absolutely. Actually, I think I'm losing sanity because of the ghost.
Oh.
Is what it would look like to me.
That makes sense.
Absolutely.
I am a ghost after all.
Ghost.
And I don't believe in ghosts. So the fact that there is a ghost would cause me to go insane.
Right. Because seeing anything that you don't believe in would cause you to go insane.
Totally.
Very fragile.
But yeah, it was just, and there's like a chimpanzee that can understand beats, but it can't really hold the rhythm. It can just
maybe they have a different type of rhythm that we don't have.
But no, it can understand. That's the thing, is it can. That is not the case, because a rhythm is a complex pattern.
Right.
And they're to still be able to do an overtly complex pattern that we can't understand. You'd have to be at least able to do basic patterns.
Right.
And they can't do basic patterns. They can't even understand the basic patterns. They don't bob their heads to it. They don't. And like, yeah, you do see dogs bobbing their heads to music. It is true. But they aren't. The whole point is that they might understand that this is an enjoyable, pleasant sound. But they aren't comprehending the complexity of the beat. Right.
Or humans are just like the worst fanboys. They're like, no, you just don't really appreciate it on the level that I do.
That's a good point, actually. That really is actually a good point. But yeah, no, I've been really liking this show. They touch on, like, the first episode was about the wealth gap.
Okay.
And how, and look, it really did. I'll admit, you've heard me talk about it. I've been really anti the whole entire respiration movement.
Reparations.
Reparations movement. Respiration. Yeah, right. No, I'm all about respirating people. Reparation movements.
Right.
But this kind of more opened my eyes to it.
It is.
It made me understand where the demand is from it.
Yep, I get that.
And it really, there was like, the big thing was, that they really touched on was that a white person who goes to school, that goes to college and all that, is gonna be more successful after they get out of college. Whereas somebody of color tends to not be,
any more successful.
No, actually tends to be less successful.
Oh my goodness.
Because they tend to be in the eyes, they tend to be the most successful in their families, and tend to be the one that the family relies on the most.
Oh.
And it's just one of those things of that. If you the big thing that they said is none of this really makes sense until you understand compounding interest.
Right.
And the fact that you had $100 back in 1860 and you just saved it into a low risk, just a basic low risk fund.
Right.
Now, for your family, it would be worth over $3.5 million.
Right.
And the big thing is it's that it's not, like, the thing that they say is that white families who are going to university have other white family members who are going to university. So nobody's relying on them to be the sole bear bringer for their family. And
right.
They also have a lot of money already going into it because of just basic investment.
Right.
And it just really was a eye-opener. And like even still, what was even crazier is when they say that like money for the longest time had pictured on it like black slaves working the cotton fields. And
really?
It was even still at that point that they knew that the money was earned off of their slaves, because they were pointing out how big the slave market was right before it came crashing down.
Right. Well, they fought over a war to keep it, right? Obviously, they.
Because we're talking that it had right before it had, we're talking that the value of slaves had. It's what we're going through right now. I'm not trying to. I want to say this right now, because if this does get out any bigger than this is, my parents will come down hard on me. I am not promoting in any way a revolution. I am just saying a revolution is fucking inevitable. It is going to happen. I'm just straight up telling people this is going to happen. You cannot push the poor and this many people to poverty. And then with what I'm hearing with everything else on top of that, with that we're going to have wars in the next coming years just for land, because other people's land is just shit and you can't live in it. And we're going to have essentially the type of war that we're going to see is the Guatemalans that are, instead of the Guatemalans that are leaving because their country is being attacked, the Guatemalans are leaving because their country is being destroyed from like global warming and shit, and have no other place to live, but the Americans won't let them in, so they have to attack America just to be able to fucking survive. That's the type of wars we're going to see in the next future.
Or we can avoid it.
We totally can, by just allowing more globalization. But as we get more into this nationalist view that we've been seeing right now, it's really scary. It really is that we are in a world that is not welcoming to this.
Yep. For sure.
I don't want to get too heavy political, but it is.
Oh, it's way too late for that.
Well, no, because I'm not necessarily taking a side on this. I'm really not taking any side. I'm not trying to make a political. I am just trying to say. I guess I am taking a side by saying
You definitely are.
Global warming is a thing, but that shouldn't be the case.
But also that the only way to avoid a war is to not embrace nationalism and to lock out or to welcome immigrants.
It's not to necessarily welcome immigrants. It's just remember that, like, these are people, and these are, like, if we're looking, like, the problem is that everybody's talking about lack of jobs, and everybody's worried about their jobs, and that's where the anti-immigration movement really kicks off. But people forget that with more people coming in, no matter what, means more jobs are going to be required.
Yeah, I know.
And that's the thing that's more mind-blowing than ever, is that, and I don't know, I've been having a really crazy day today. I saw somebody post today, and this is the one that really fucking blew my mind. And I just want to spend a little time on this. It's about this anti-abortion shit that we're seeing, this like movement that's going on right now of like abortion is wrong and all that. And I'm pro-choice, but I'm also anti-abortion. I feel like you can be both and still like fully understand the situation. I feel like I'm not comfortable, like I don't want people to have abortions. I'm not for abortions, but it is not my say to tell somebody that they can't have an abortion.
It's
that's just where my
on a podcast today. The thing of there's the difference between are you in favor of abortion, or would you like to legislate abortion? Because because you're not in favor of abortion, but you don't want to legislate it.
Right. I just know what and it really comes down to, honestly, what article, like what this paper I got from my apartment building type thing was. Is I got this letter from my apartment saying, hey, we want to, because of the, like, secondhand smoke and the smell of smoke in the hallways and all that, and it's all really because of marijuana, but really, we'll get past that. Because of all this, we want to make this whole entire building and whole entire complex and everything smoke-free.
Right.
And here are all the pros. But not once do these places mention the cons.
No. They haven't. What's it called? An agenda.
Right. But still, I feel like the cons should still be mentioned. What are the cons of having your complete building a smoke-free building? Well, the thing is you're not, like, this is, right now they've already said, I want to point out this, they've already said that new tenants are signing the lease as if this is a smoke-free building.
Right.
So new tenants, it's really for the grandfather. They want to make it so that people who were grandfathered in are no longer grandfathered in.
Right.
They want to make this that it's just now we're considering this smoke-free. And I
Right.
know that is not going to be the case. I want to point out, you couldn't fucking handle this when it was illegal. What makes you think you're going to handle this when it is legal? Marijuana.
Right.
That's one case. Second, you don't, like, people are going to still need to smoke. You're not letting them smoke on their balconies. You're not letting them smoke in their house. Now that means everybody has to gather at the fucking front of the building, and this is like a high school.
But you're not allowed to smoke when you do a smoke-free property. You're not allowed to smoke within that distance.
Right. No, I mean, everybody's gonna have to smoke at the front of the street, at the corner of the street where, like, it's on the city property, and smoke there.
Right.
And as I said, it's gonna feel like a high school at that time, where everybody knows it's not acceptable. And then I want to point out, honestly, unfortunately, these are the consequences of living in apartment buildings.
Right.
I'm not trying to, but, like, this is a consequence of living in an apartment building. If my next door neighbor is gonna cook curry, I'm going to have to smell their curry.
Right.
And I'm not trying to use, I love the fucking smell of curry, so I'm not trying to complain about the smell of curry.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to make this seem like I just am using curry as an example because I know that even, like, most people hate the fucking smell of curry. I know a lot of Indian people who were like, the reason why we moved from house to house is because we can't stand the smell of curry. We cook with it. We love the taste of it. We can't stand the smell of it. So, like, I'm not trying to be, like, any over the top with this. I still can't find any of you fuckers.
And you're a ghost, aren't you?
I am.
Yeah, this game is not going as per plan.
I'm having fun, though.
Absolutely. Where's my wood?
Okay there, Ty. All right. But yeah, no, I'm just. So, anyways, the big thing that got me pissed off today was one of my, like, I'm already, like, I'm not, again, not trying to, I don't want to come off against anybody's religion or anything like that.
Oh my goodness.
I know, and that's what I mean. I'm trying to be, but.
Everything, the longer this is an XKCD comic this week. The longer you have to say before the but, the worse what's after the but is going to be.
No, all I'm trying to say is that I don't want you, like, my respect is that, vice versa. Like, your respect should be that too. And I don't want, the whole point is religion and state should not be the same. And I don't want your Bible verses to be thrown at me. And then even to the point of, I heard, like, why do we accept Alexander the Great and like Cleopatra and all this as real stories, but we can't accept Jesus that was written by eyewitnesses? And it's like, because Jesus' stories were not written by eyewitnesses. That's the problem. That is the key issue. You can't say that the Gospels were written by eyewitnesses when they were not. I'm not trying to like different. This is a proven fact. The Gospels were not written by eyewitnesses. So I'm just trying to differentiate that. But then what really pissed me off is in this whole anti-abortion aspect, they then had to say, if you can't kill the rapist who raped you, how can you kill if you can't kill the guilty rapist, how can you kill the innocent child? And that was like, oh, fuck you. A big, like, you don't fucking understand, you unfucking knowledgeable bastards. That really pissed me off. And I'm really, like, I'm legit. People can quote me on this shit. You have my face on this. You can see who's saying this shit. Fuck you. Fuck you for all that. That is not fucking the way to do this shit. It is not the same. It is absolutely not the same.
Right, and right now the penalty for performing an abortion is worse than the penalty for the rape.
Exactly. And they don't have a problem with that. I found you.
Right, but using that same logic, if you can forgive the rapist, why can't you forgive the... Why?
You're a beaver!
Turn into a beaver.
But no, I understand that, but no, you're asking that individual to forgive the rapist. That individual definitely has not forgive the rapist, but society has.
Right.
But that individual should not be condemned to have to live with the reminder of that rapist.
I'm not asking the person who... I think you misunderstood me.
No, but I just mean that's what the problem is with this whole entire thing, is that rapist should not have... that person who's been raped should not have to live with the reminder of the fact they were raped this whole entire time.
No. And you know what? This abortion debate, and I feel like we want to get off this subject.
I'm perfectly comfortable with sticking on this. I know this is my face on this, so
I know, but I don't think that's what the Stonerds is about.
This is not, but this is just so, like, how the fuck are we still arguing about this?
Yeah.
How the fuck are, like, again, I'm not pro-choice, I'm pro-choice, but I'm also very pro-life. But I'm in the belief, if you were going to stand here and tell me that life begins at heartbeat, then life doesn't end at fucking conception. And that is a big issue. No, that is a big issue, is that they want to fucking...
But delivery is what you...
Sorry, at delivery.
I don't know, can you just, like, okay, we could talk about it, and I know you're worked up, but, like, just calm down the language or something. Like, it's really... I don't know, it's coming off harsh to me. Maybe it should, I don't know. And it's not...
And it should. No, that's exactly it. It really should. These people need to have this type of thing. This needs to be an awakened type moment. I'm not trying to, again... But
I just don't think it helps to come out and shout like Alex Jones.
No,
I don't.
I'm just saying you can't use your religion... You can't hide your religion as the fact of behind this. Because, honestly, not like most people don't believe in your fucking religion.
Right.
That's the thing, is if it was the common ground right now, then yes, you could use the religion as it, but it isn't anymore.
Even if it's not the common, even if it is the common ground.
I read a thing of, like, here's the thing, is, like, the government and the religion, just because this is the thing that is the way, does not mean it's the right thing. There was a time when being the protector of Jewish people in Germany was illegal. There was the time where being the one who
you're just that's
But I'm just saying, I know, but that is a big deal. It's just because it's the government or it's a religious organization behind it does not mean it's the right thing. Speak with your own belief and feel what's truly in your own heart.
Right.
Because it really is just what makes less people. The answer is very simple. It is just what makes less people hurt.
Right, exactly. But I do think framing this about about rapists is the wrong way to do it.
But that's how
it should never be.
It should never.
Oh, we're not at that point. We're not like that's the Overton window of even at rape. No.
But that was what bothered me about that whole entire thing. That's what I'm trying to say. It's an economic
choice. And it should be. It should be a choice of my life would be better to not do this right now.
But how is that? I just couldn't believe that was the answer that they gave back. If you can't kill the rapist, why are you comfortable killing the baby?
Yeah.
It really is just a backwards twisted, and I know it sounds so logical. It does sound like straightforward basics, but it's just so much of a kindergarten answer. It's like you didn't pass high school and you couldn't think more complexity of otherworldly issues besides just what's black and white. And I feel like that is a big issue that we're seeing in the world today, is a big black and white, no area of gray world. Ooh, there's a dragon-ish thing here. You gotta be scared. He's gonna attack you.
Oh, it's the shadow?
Yeah.
It's because my sanity is so low. Because I'm being haunted.
Yeah, I know. I just haunted that glacier.
I saw.
And now this science machine. And now the thermal measure. And the fire pit. And the trap. You're gonna be a ghost with me. Be a ghost, Ty.
Oh my goodness.
We'll be ghosts together.
It's exactly like that Avengers song. Not Avengers.
You know what? It is like the Avengers song.
Oh. Okay.
Not really, but kinda.
At the end, don't they end up as like a ghost family?
Yeah, a little ghost family. Well, not little zombie family. Not ghost family.
Okay. So my goal right now. Oh, I need a lot of wood.
I have to admit, when I saw them play that song live, that was hilarious. Because he's like, Mike Shadows was like, "We're gonna sing a song. It's about necrophilia." And like the second he said necrophilia, the whole fucking crowd went insane. And he is like, "You guys are a bunch of sick motherfuckers." And it's just like, yeah, like we know what song the second you say necrophilia, based off of what you guys are playing, and we know what it is. We know what you're gonna do.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a little piece of heaven. However, we are a little bit of a sick piece of fucks, but that's because you made us that way.
Wow. Way to not accept personal responsibility.
I don't. No responsibility. No problems.
You don't want no problem with me.
You gotta cut that out. We don't want to get like a cease and desist letter.
Yeah. You know why?
Because we don't want no problems.
We don't want no problem with them. Okay, refine this wood.
If you can make a telltale heart, that'd be very awesome.
I don't think I can.
Because once you can get that, then I'm back in this. And I can help.
But I feel like you'd waste it anyways.
I totally would. But I'm still back in this. As opposed to just a ghost that's haunting you.
I'm quite fine with you being a ghost.
Oh, I haunted the rope. It's a scary rope that's used for scariness.
Scary rope. Ooh. Okay, structures. No. Okay, I gotta drop all this gold.
All right. Now, what else I watched this week?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And I cannot recommend this. I want to get off the whole. We went on a heavy topic. Let's get on to some funness now.
Right. And we want to remind everyone that Scott is drinking Trooper beer.
Yes.
So if you want to send complaints, send them to Iron Maiden.
Yeah, if you are complaining about how I am not the same as I normally am, it is alcohol. Blame alcohol.
Blame it on the alcohol.
Thank you. Now, I cannot recommend any more than what I am recommending now. And that is, go fucking watch Lonely Island's new unauthorized Bash Brothers experience. It is unbelievable how fucked up it is, yet so insanely good.
So good.
And just in case you're uncomfortable about how much I've been swearing, we are totally allowed to swear as much as this. We just don't normally swear as much as this. But we are totally allowed because we have that where you have to click the little thing to say you're mature.
That's true.
Because we smoke.
Well, we're not, so how did we click it?
We're not mature, I know. I should wear a suit on these.
You definitely should.
Suit it up. I'm going to be wearing a suit next week.
For this?
No, I'm not. Oh, yeah, I'm not here next weekend.
Oh, okay.
I'm in Hamilton.
Cool.
But
Why is that?
Wedding.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to go see Hamilton.
You wish.
I wish. That would be the best wedding.
Absolutely. Wedding of Hamilton to his wife. Okay, I got a nice little treasure chest there now.
Yeah, but no telltale heart.
It's hard to make those.
What do you need? That guy made it. Very early. He had it by day 3. Where I'm just a ghost by your fireplace. Haunting it. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Because that's how I am.
Oh, here's the telltale heart. Okay, so I would need a spider gland.
Go get that spider gland! But don't go get it today because it's gonna be too dark.
Too dark.
I'll go try to help find a spider gland. I'll go a little bit in the south direction.
See if I go in that south direction.
I'll see if I find a spider. And then that way I can lead you to spiders next turn. I found a wormhole, but no spider. I'm going to find you a spiders.
Please do. While I put some logs on the fire. Check out my rope. And my flint.
Found a tall bird, but no spider.
Not good.
No, tall birds are scary. Tall birds are what killed me.
I know.
No, it's gonna get dark pretty soon.
Sure is, but you can survive in the dark.
Yeah, I can survive, but I can't see, so it doesn't matter. It's about traveling. But yeah, you watched the Bash Brothers. What'd you think of it?
Fantastic. Absolutely great.
But it was like you're watching this going, this is the dumbest shit I've ever watched, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is not this
a documentary.
No, but I just mean this. If this was done by anybody else, this would probably have been something very awful.
Shit.
This would have been pretty awful.
Right.
Only Andy Samberg's comedy can really pull this off.
The whole Lonely Island.
No, yeah, I want to say Lonely Island, but like it is still Andy Samberg. Because it is still this, and I guess Lonely Island was involved. Because now that I'm thinking about it, they were like all
100%. It was Lonely Island Presents. It's
no,
Lonely
no.
Island's
I understand that. No, for this, I just meant for Hot Rod.
Oh,
because this,
yeah, no, it was. That still was Lonely Island.
This, I know, this felt the most hot roddiest of all the stuff that I feel like Lonely Island's done. This was the most back to their roots of like stupid. Let's do what just makes us fucking laugh.
Right.
That was what made it for me. Is it was just like the dumbest thing I've ever watched. And I just ate every moment of it.
I see. I don't think it was the dumbest thing I ever watched.
Like it was Napoleon Dynamite dumb.
I never saw Napoleon Dynamite.
But pulled off. I understand people love Napoleon Dynamite. I still don't understand what the catch was to it. But I do feel like this was what Napoleon Dynamite was. But I understood this. I didn't understand Napoleon Dynamite. So how other people felt about Napoleon Dynamite, this is how I feel about this.
Vote for Sammy Sosa.
Vote for no.
Jose Canseco.
Vote for Jose Canseco. He can snitch because he's finished. Jose Canseco is snitching because he's finished.
Absolutely. Okay, so we didn't find any spiders. I don't know where our other team member is. She probably has a real base up and going. What?
One left.
There's still one. I need to pick some flowers for sure. My sanity is so low.
Well, this has been a very fun stream of me just ghosting around.
Absolutely. You at home must be very, yeah. It's been an interesting stream, I have to say. It's just a ghost. You've basically been alive for maybe a grand total of 5 minutes.
No, I've been alive for probably a full total of a day. Out of these 9 days, maybe a total of a full day. And maybe I'm lucky if I made it a whole like round. Yeah. I found another worm.
I don't know where you are now.
I'm just like west of where, but I'm gonna have to start coming back because
I'm trying to pick as many flowers as I can today because my sanity was so low. I'm wearing like a crown of flowers. That helps a little.
Of course it does, because everybody knows a person who's wearing a crown of flowers is the sanest of us all.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Exactly.
You walk down the street and you see a person wearing a crown of flowers. You're like, damn, that guy is super sane.
That is the most sane person. He's working on his sanity, for sure. I wish I knew where our other person was.
Honestly, if you see a person walking down the street with a crown of anything, super sane.
A crown of gold, like Viserys?
Anything. Crown of gold fit for a king.
This is not something I can recommend because you're never going to find it. But I will say, maybe look this up on YouTube, or if not, if you're someone who watches Shark Tank, they recently had an invention where kind of like an alternative to a lock. It's kind of like a thing that pops up out of the floor and blocks the door from behind, like a weaponized door jam. And they said, "Oh, an experienced intruder can get through any door, even deadlock, in just 2 minutes, just with a couple of kicks." And the guy who was doing the demonstration just did like 1 kick. Oh, the door budged. 2 kicks, the door budged. 3 kicks, 4 kicks, 5 kicks, like 7 or 8 kicks. Door's not budging. Like all the sharks start laughing. This guy gets really out of breath, and then he goes and gets like this sledgehammer that he clearly has put aside for the later part of his demonstration, and goes at the real door with that, and he still can't get it to fall down. Some of the best TV you'll ever see. Guy just running and kicking a door over and over again, as if his business depends on it, which it does.
That's good.
Yep. Yeah, so I agree with you. I'm going to return the conversation now.
Okay.
I agree with you that when you're at the point of talking about rapists and the abortion people, it's far. Like it's
just if you're willing to have this argument,
we shouldn't even. My point, I guess, was just that we shouldn't even be having the argument on the grounds of what if you're raped. It should be what if you don't want to sacrifice your body for the next 9 months. What if you don't want
it's not even that. It's honestly, I think I came up with it with Emma on this. I think what the whole entire thing is men are sick and tired of being baby trapped. And this is their way of getting back. I'm at
I don't know.
I know this is going too far. I know this is going a little too far. I understand this is going a little too far. And this is, but it is still this whole entire mentality of,
it's the exact opposite.
No, because when you find out that's what this whole entire...
Men can't be really baby trapped.
No, here's the thing. This is the big thing about experience, because Experience did a whole nother episode that was on, or not explained, I mean, did a whole other episode that was on monogamy.
Okay.
And how we as a society have imposed monogamy, this overbearing, rule that we know nobody is really capable of carrying. Yet the punishment is so severe. In fact, 23 states in the U.S. still label adultery as a criminal offense.
Wow.
And it's like in Massachusetts, for example, it's like 3 months or something like that in prison.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
they can't be enforcing that, though.
They don't. That's the thing, is that it's not enforced. But just because it's not enforced doesn't mean one lawyer won't use that as their, these are still laws, and one lawyer can still use that as their...
No, it has to be a cop to press criminal proceedings.
It has to be a what?
Like a DA or a cop.
No, but a lawyer can use that as a way, if it is illegal, whether it's to use it as to get that what's the word I'm looking for? To get those results, that's not necessarily what a lawyer would be looking for, but just because of the fact that it is illegal is enough ground to be able to go after something in a civil court.
Right.
And that's the case.
Yep. And really, usually when you're looking at that, though, you're looking at divorce proceedings, and then it is kind of relevant.
Yeah. Are you still alive?
I'm still alive.
Because it's just you.
No, someone new joined.
Oh. What's up, nerds? Hey!
See, I don't know how to talk in this.
I think it's... Why?
I know the same thing.
No, why is the button you hit?
Wow, everyone's like rushes towards the spiders.
Because spiders are the shit, man. You gotta kill them and fucking take their fucking lungs.
Glands.
No, they're lungs. And you use them to breathe underwater. Because everybody knows spiders are like able to breathe anywhere.
Even in space?
Everywhere.
Oh.
They don't exist here, so they don't actually feed off of oxygen. They feed off of our fears.
Oh, that makes sense.
So yeah, what's the thing I'm looking for? What were we just talking about?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Wow, I'm really stoned.
All I remember is this stuff. For all I know, I've been a wood chopper forever.
We made it to day 10, but really, I've made it to day 1.
Exactly. Lasted an hour and 20 minutes, much longer than our goal in Risk of Rain. So, this is, again, the free game for this weekend, part of the Steam Summer Cleanup. So, if you're wondering what kind of game it is, a survival sandbox. Really, it's a ghost simulator for all you've seen. So...
Now, the one thing I did hear, and it's been the reason why I've been so kind of towards this game. Oh, there's Wobadoo. Is that this game very much is, you've gotta get to a certain point by day something, or you're done. Like, this does have too much of a railroading in itself that you don't realize.
I see. Why are they all dead? Not me. You're not wrong.
Not at all. I think I got it right there.
Her sister? What's going on?
Yeah, Abigail. She has a ghost sister. It's like part of her character.
Oh.
But it can be attacked by things. It's so fucked up. So I'm watching it as like Abigail's getting attacked. Me and Sandstone, we're sticking together.
All the ghosts.
I feel like the 3 ghosts, we got it. We're just gonna haunt things. Well, that's all I've been doing. Haunt.
Which one of you thinks I'm cool? Oh, he has a thing. Neither. I mean, truthfully, if you were cool...
Where do you go from there?
It's a good question. Good question.
Booyah! Try to beat that shit. That's complimented to the max.
He doesn't trust all this science stuff.
No, I wouldn't trust me. I suck. If you were watching this stream, do not say me. Oh, he left the game. Why'd you leave the game? You should have at least saved one of us. We're at day 10.
He did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but it wasn't you. He was not down to being flirt with. flirted
Oh.
with.
Damn. Wink, wink. Sometimes you gotta flirt your way to the top.
Sometimes you gotta flirt your way to the bottom.
Hey, whatever it is that you're up to. Yeah, so anyways, go watch the Lonely
Bash
Island
Bros.
Bash Bros. Because it is fantastic.
Absolutely.
And then on top of that, I've only heard good news about Rocket Man, which I am thinking I might go see next Friday.
I am right there with you.
Because I really am super excited. This is, I will admit, I am a huge Elton John fan. I do not, like, really, the guy is one of the most talented artists out there. He's one of the most underrated artists out there, even though he is, like...
Even though he's rated, it's still under.
Like, it really is. He should be, like, in your top 5, period. Like, this is a guy who, like, you think of all the songs he's written, he's done it all. He's done every different genre. He's been all over the place. He's done your rap songs. Like, no, he hasn't been your rapper, but he's been in your rap songs. He's
right, he understands.
He understands these things. He's, like, just been there. I'm a huge Elton fan, and the fact that they're really making this more, like, not your traditional biopic, and they're more making this, over-the-top musical is exactly what Elton deserves.
Absolutely.
And the fact is, like, Elton is clearly heavily deeply involved in this, in the way that it's like, not in the way, I don't think he's involved in how he's portrayed or anything. I just feel like he's involved in setting that atmosphere.
I think you're right for sure, and I think he was involved in casting.
Yes. I think the casting was actually probably pretty short.
Yeah, I think
I don't think they did much casting. I think really I think somebody went probably up to Elton and said, "Hey, who do you think should play you?"
Is it Taron Egerton?
Yeah. Knowing, especially when you think of Kingsman 2.
Oh, that's true. That was probably in the works back then, even.
Like, when you really think they already had a pre-connection.
That's right. Like I said, that was probably in the work back then.
Yeah.
That's probably why that happened.
I'm not, like...
But, so, now I don't know. Is Taron singing for himself, or...?
Yes. There's the soundtrack, like, I already... Because this is out in the UK already.
Is it?
Yeah, this came out today in the UK. Or yesterday in the UK. So we already do have...
Oh my goodness.
You've been killing this.
But I'm just not fighting anyone.
Still, you've not died.
I know.
You have lasted literally the longest. You're at day 11. You haven't done shit, but you've survived.
I also built our base.
You are worth $1 million in all survivor cents. That's apparently all the value that you need. Is
39 days though. This is only 11.
Hey, but I'm just saying, it's just outlast.
Outplay.
Yeah, but they just care about the outlast part.
It's true.
Yep.
And I'm always last, so I outlast everyone.
All right, so yeah, what were we talking about again? I'm fucking like
Taron Egerton.
Yeah, so that's clearly where Elton, I think, it makes a lot more sense now that I'm saying that. Actually, I really did not think about it until just then. So yeah, this week I tried moon rocks.
Oh, Spider Gland!
I don't know where you are.
I'm coming back to the base.
Oh, I gotta find that.
You can see it on the map.
Where's the base on the map?
It's got like a little science thing and like a...
It's got a little science thingy? Oh, I see. I think I see where it is. Well, what did you just say? Sorry.
You're talking about... I have the spider thing. I'm on my way back to the base. You were talking about Taron Egerton. And how it makes much more sense now that he... What's it called?
Yeah, but it is just very much... Oh, you didn't go to this base.
The one in the rocks. I'm on my way to it. I'm not there yet.
Oh, no. Oh, you're coming to the base that I'm at.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to build up this... Oh, I got plenty of time, actually. Okay, survival. Telltale Heart.
Oh my god, I'm alive again!
Alive again!
It's been a whole, 10 days. I can pick up spoiled monster meat. And seeds. But I don't have any,
Stay close to the base. I'll give you some food.
No, what I need is, if you can... I don't need food. If you can get me, an axe or a pickaxe, that'd be nice.
Okay, but stay close to the base for tonight.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm right beside you.
I have an infinite base the axe that talks to me, named Lucille. And there's the treasure. There's the storage box. Oh, it's full. Okay, I'm gonna go down and make another one.
Grind up a little bit more.
Okay, I'm gonna build a lightning rod. Structures, box. Oh, I gotta refine that wood.
Gotta refine that wood.
That's how you make the money, right?
Yep. But yeah, anyways, I guess where I wanted to go with this whole political type thing, going back to the political stuff. I know, but it all stemmed from the fact that I got a knock on my door from an NDP candidate.
Right.
And it was not, it was just people, going door to door for this candidate.
Right.
And, I don't want to say that I'm, nasty. Really, I guess the thing is that they were coming around door to door asking for people to sign a petition.
Right.
And, for signatures. And it was about, do you support, free pharmacare and, it's really for your prescription medication, that your medication should be covered. And, of course I support that.
Right.
I'm not going to not support that. But I know what that signature means. That signature doesn't just mean for that necessary petition.
No?
The signature is deep. It does, why is this one NDP person going around asking this? And, they want my information.
Right.
But I'm sorry. I will never, ever support the NDP.
Okay.
And this is, going back. And it's not because, it's just, time and time again, the NDP, just as I said earlier, are not given the amount of time.
You didn't say that on the stream earlier.
Oh, I didn't say that on the stream. Yeah, okay. So it's just that they're never given the amount of time. And it's really that a party like the NDP needs to be given like 10 to 15 years to do a solution that they want to achieve. But on a 4-year reversal system, we see that the NDP, a party like the NDP, is actually failing us when they're not necessarily failing us. They're just
they
not
plan longer term.
Their plan is deeper, bigger term. And I feel like that's why I can't vote for NDP. Is just because it's gonna.
There's someone at you. There's someone at you.
I know I died.
Oh my goodness.
I'm literally, as I moved, I died. I suck at this game.
Indeed you do. Indeed you do. So this is the thing that everyone was warning you about.
Ties a ghost. Everyone's dead at day 12.
Day 12. I survived 11 days. Okay.
That is sad.
Seriously. So this was one of the free games that was brought to us. Oh, here's a spider gland now.
Oh, fuck. Like, we need it now.
Yeah. So if you're interested in floating around as a ghost for 10 days and talking about politics, check out Don't Starve.
I totally agree. Don't Starve is a great way to just float around as a ghost.
Talk about politics.
You don't have to do jack all. You can just sit here while your friends do all the work and last for about 12 days, and you can go, I lasted 12 days. Especially when you come back and you die, and then immediately your partner dies, and that's the end of the game. Perfect. That's how you knew you made it right to the end.
I made it right to the end.
Right to the end.
Maybe a good partner to protect me against those wolves. I think I would have been fine.
Day 12 is how long I lasted. We all know it was day 12 for this guy. And anyways, so I guess that's where we're going to end this stream.
It seems like we're going to end the stream. Check us out on Monday at 4:20 Pacific time when we hopefully finish our civilization. Exactly. Hopefully finish our civilization stream. And then let us know what you want to see next. But coming up in the near future, Crusader Kings 2.
Not just Crusader Kings 2. I think we should point this out. This is Crusader Kings 2 teaching.
Yes, a tutorial, kind of a let's play. A let's play for Crusader Kings 2.
I've never played Crusader Kings. I'm a huge, and this is usually the case. I've found there are other videos out there. We're not the first to be doing this type of thing, but we're the first to do this while we're fucking baked. So that's always the fun time.
That's gonna add the comedy as Scott over and over dies.
But anyways, yeah. So we're talking good times. You can join in the conversation. But really, we're gonna be. I'm a Civilization fan, being taught how to play Crusader Kings, a more in-depth version of.
And he also has played Stellaris. So
I have.
There is some grand strategy background there. It's coming up. Probably when the Civilization game is over and done with, we'll be jumping into Crusader Kings. But until then,
smoke weed every day!
Smoke weed every day.